Oh, that'd help if my mic was on. Hey there, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Just a lazy day stream today, checking out Honkai Star Rail's new 2.2 content. Man, my dyslexia kicks in really hard when I try typing stuff. But undone. So I left off on the Astral Express. Sweet. Cool.
Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clocky's TikToks, after 12
What are you
system
doing
hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
Absolute beast. What are you doing on the Star Rail?
I already told you. We can talk things out.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
Dunhung ain't playing.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
A Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness.
Poor Pom-Pom.
But there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status. And none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're in some valley screwing around on swings. Of course, I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes, so you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Dunhung's like, I just don't got time for this.
Recognize this?
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The Cien Joe really gets you guys.
Muddle fudger.
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express.
I just noticed Dunhung has 2 zippers on his shirt.
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be one fudging sight to behold.
This voice actor loves using
Now it's
fudging.
your turn.
Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie. All right then. Feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, still ain't too late to show me the door.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger, you stand to lose nothing.
Alright then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
Ah, my friend, this question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust. It only makes your predicament more precarious.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line. Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but a fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking. And at this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite. And I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity. The entire cosmos knows you're guest of the family.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony right now. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appear in one moment and gone the next. She scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Acheron.
Third question.
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow. I had the good
Hey,
fortune
what's up,
of
fan
running
kid?
into an
How you doing,
elation
Fantasy?
emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns.
I just barely
If it weren't
started.
through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status. Even in the purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding. To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough. So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them I'd advise you to move fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
Well, in all intents and purposes, Acheron seems to be on our side. Damn, I didn't know PC load times took so long.
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you. Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky. Be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since but now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, died with the mist of nihility, and this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
Damn.
That's not the point. Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace. The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's Dream Master.
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me. We are one.
That's creepy.
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated.
The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required, and in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not asking.
If you think you can.
Are you threatening me?
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat. Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The cords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime. 137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body. And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river. Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all. Acheron, a befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Loving it so far.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family has promptly responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Hmm? Yeah, what about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
No need to worry.
I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest. Would you mind providing more details about the incident?
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
And then those chips simply disappeared. It appears to be the dream sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a performance? But I really...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival, but it seems it's been leaked. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
Oh, this button is...
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration. There could be an unexpected treat in store for you.
Oh, damn.
Alright.
Sparkle.
It looks like there are other guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse myself. Please, enjoy the dreamscape. So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Does she just have background music on when she's out? Oh no, okay, it's just the game. Cool.
Teetering on the...
Let's heal these up.
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after, a rip tore through the sky, and black rain started leaking out of the void. The family needs
Hi,
to
Bubs.
provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and
buddy.
return to reality. I thought the dreamscape was
Good morning.
supposed to be
Come
a
sit up here with Dad.
paradise. If it's not, then there's no point staying here.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However,
Thank you
their
for pushing
target
that
is
button.
not
How
the
you
ordinary
doing?
guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
I could stay here,
Yeah, play with
but
that.
keep in mind,
Why-
guests
wait,
come
what
to
you doing?
Petacone to
What you
enjoy
doing?
the dreamscapes. They do not
Push
wish
my
to be
hand away.
entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
Yeah.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations. Rest assured. To express our apologies, the family has arranged this gift for
Sir.
the guests. Thank you for understanding.
Sir, you're talking way too loud. You do not have to be hitting my things.
You've had quite a bit to...
Hello. May I ask what happened here?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job. I know how it is. How's the situation looking?
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect order to be restored soon.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incident
I trust you guys.
Chippy.
Regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
well,
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And that Galaxy Ranger who easily cut through the sky?
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IPC, he's trying to regain ownership of Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover. Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and he'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability of the dreamscape.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Cronies.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape requires everyone's help. This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests. There's one for you too. Please, open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected surprise.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin. It feels like I'm dreaming.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war.
Okay, so Robin's setting up a big coup. I'm curious, what is her stats? Cannot view. Lame.
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic superstar, Miss Robin!
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin! Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red light tearing through the sky, claiming it was merely special effect. Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself. Is this also part of the performance?
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
Huh? What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
Here, take this, little guest. This gift has been specially prepared for you by the family. Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria miasma exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality. But after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles. And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after, all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago, when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one.
and that's it. That is all that's happened so far. I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived. I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins?
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you'd like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body. Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance. I told you before, it's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Yeah. Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule, abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
I'm really sorry for waiting. 2 reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy, but this is as far as I could go. That aside, there were also my personal motives. I wished to travel with you as Firefly, and not Sam. Thank you. Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great significance to trailblazing. And to you. Elio's scripts used to revolve and expand around certain specific Stellarons. But with your appearance, this condition has apparently ceased to be appropriate. Perhaps he also saw the impossible in the future. Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. A Firefly Type 4 tactical heavy assault mech. It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was how I
I should have looked to the rest of the world.
Good. He's been doing lots.
The time scale of Dreamflux Reef differs from reality, so we mustn't lower our guard. You're sensitive to Memoria. Keep going straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
Does he want you to look up in admiration of the beauty of the dreams, or is he mocking their hot? This where we to temple.
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape. And all beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard not to speculate on the connection. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with Himiko and the others first.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And perhaps someone knows where she is.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Sure. Let's reconnect later. Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her.
There we
But
go.
first, there's someone.
Sorry
I
if my
need to talk
voice
to.
couldn't be heard. I had to turn it down.
Let's
Old
go.
man was being an
I'm
absolute
sure
menace.
you've already noticed him. He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream. We'd better check, just to be sure.
Is that theory true to where Gallagher and that little goober are one and the same? Okay. So I saw something pop up like midway down here. I want to see what it was. There it is.
This trash can is perfect for me.
Huh? You were the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. And who might this be?
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high-five!
Mr. Yang, you can see him now.
Your, memory zone mean?
No, Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So, this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed. Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful dream. But its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon, so there should be enough time.
All right then, we'll follow your plan. Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser. Yes, that's my thinking as well. I'm not entirely certain, but we still have to find him one way or another. Say, You mentioned before that you saw a Clocky that only you could see, right? I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart? Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
Treasure?
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
The hot steam from under the manhole cover bursts upwards like lightning as if it's chasing something before disappearing straight up into the heavens. Indeed, this is one of the great 7 manhole covers, the manhole cover of the hunt.
I'm just a wallflower.
Dina token. Huh. I know I've admitted, but believe cocky stories. In addition to my job card, I've been collecting relative clocky, hoping to build museum clocky future. Like a wild beast, some are gentle, some are kind-hearted, while some are barbaric. I wonder why they call them a meme. Taking actions, like what's the definition of a meme for this? Next time, similar situation, you try doing this. Interesting.
Make sure you all eat well, drink well, and remember to stay safe.
Bird is hiring and refusing to roll in business of fixing up Rosetta anyway, give you the rewards just as long as you get enough birds. You got that? Love it.
Look! There she is!
No, I didn't want to talk to him.
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything. Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics, and this is my life's work that I'm researching. See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding Memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results. After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will crumble and disintegrate. The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit lost in her own world. She'll probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria dynamics?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics, and the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers. Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I felt it. The source
Hey, Cupra. How you doing?
the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you? That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef before abruptly passing away.
Not bad.
Miss
Just
Kami regularly
chilling,
mentions
trying to get
her.
some Honkai
I
Star
hear
Rail in
Madame
before
Rosalina
work.
passed away during the prison war.
Woke up a little bit late today. Little man's been on, like,
People building homes in the memory
trying to get
zone.
him on a new sleep schedule. He has
I
not
bet
been
she'd
enjoying
be
it.
really happy.
Perhaps.
Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Let me... Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you. Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member
Thank you.
of the
I've been
family
trying
on
to
the way
avoid
here.
them as much as possible.
Scared, and I just
The
wanted
last
to calm him down.
patch, oh my, ooh, that ending was so good.
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
Well, this is how it turned out. Ha ha, you're a regular comedian. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me.
Are you pulling for any of the new characters, Cupra? Any ones that you're looking forward to?
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters! All the dead are right here. All of them!
Nice.
You're not talking talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Oh, very nice. I'm on 50-50 at the moment.
It's all your fault. They're coming!
Test. 0 points.
It's on me.
Oh, darn it.
Stay away.
Let's see.
Answer me.
Basic
Somehow
attack
eternal.
for
Hedge your bet.
basic attack.
I'm asking
I
questions.
didn't have time to grind them. That's what I'm having a problem with too. I'm playing like mad catch up.
Can you find the answer?
Sure, I'll play along.
I'm super excited for the new, is it Harmony New Trailblazer?
Watch your head.
Super Break sounds really interesting. I got a few teams I want to try with it.
Answer me.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Oh, no, I have to lift my finger. I love it.
Hedge your bets.
I don't play on PC too often. I mostly play on mobile for this one.
0 points.
I thought if I got the time, I might as well do the new 2.2 content.
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
I see. But why aren't the other people
I
around
already
here
got
scared?
the Harmony
Unlike in
Trailblazer,
the
but I
Sweet
don't
Dream,
really
people
think
here
they're
don't
that
see
useful.
memory zone memes
Ah.
as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this
I mean,
man
compared
here.
to like Robin
Can we
and
take him somewhere safe?
what's Sparkle,
We can ask Jesse for
Trailblazer
help.
only gives super breaks, so unless your team's like super tuned to it. Oh, hello.
Everyone here is living a self-sufficient...
No. This rate of famine. Done for.
There's probably a trophy to interact with all 7 of those events.
Let's see how you handle a stroke of genius like this.
Rude game. I don't want to talk to this guest. I want to talk to the bartender. I couldn't care less of what that chick was saying. Please let me talk to Jesse.
Evening, Jesse. Is it evening?
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends.
Gotta ask, who are you pulling for anyone in this update?
On the ground,
I really want to get
he's a
Robin
scaredy
and
cat who fainted
Topaz.
from
I
fright.
wanted Topaz when she first came out. I
see.
might wait until like
Another poor
last
guy who
day
accidentally
if I
ended up
can't
here.
grind enough.
I'll take care of them.
But
There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream.
I really want to save
Few
for
remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
2.3, I think,
Do such
with
things
Sam
often,
and
Abigail?
Firefly.
Not
I want to
really,
like
but they're becoming more
S2
frequent
or
now.
E2er.
Guess it's one
I
of the
think she'd
signs
be
of the
really
sweet
fun to
dreams
go hard on.
collapse. This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
But saving up that
Hello,
much is
young
gonna be a pain.
That must be Robin. She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she...
Yeah, I love all the follow-up units, so even hearing that Jade is gonna be a follow-up attack unit, I'm like, oh, you can't do this to me. You can't put two follow-up support, follow-up sub DPS, and then in like 2 patches you're gonna come out with another follow-up. Like, I can't handle this. There's too much good stuff.
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them... I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana. Like
I've been
islands in
trying
the
to
ocean.
farm the
They existed before
in-game
the
content
family
because I've been
arrived.
slacking on that for
I
a
also
long
heard that
time.
when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this.
Himeko must be gathering information. This is where we split up.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himeko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
It's a pleasure
Oh, they got the same
meet the
symbol.
Nameless.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
So, guardian of sorts.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
Yeah, let's see. Should be at like... Yeah, I'm at 5 pulls right now. I think I'm like at 30 on pity for the banner, so... I'd barely be able to squeeze a 10 pull out.
Everyone's saying so
Which server are you
wonderfully.
playing on?
It's not often
I
that I
could
try
add you
this
if you
music
want me
style.
to. Yeah,
I've gained
I
some
should be on
valuable
the
insights
global,
from it.
or
Oh,
the,
I can't thank you.
It was nothing, Grace. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave.
always happy to have more friends to play with.
I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef. Talked to everyone I met. And they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old
Poor
enough
Gary.
to enter the sweet dream managed by the family.
That's messed up.
We
Gary
compare
should
people
experience
to
the dream.
birds. These kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. And losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony,
Sorry I didn't hear you playing on Europe. America. I believe I'm playing on the America server.
Whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it.
Ah, all good.
But the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream.
Oh, do you have any favorite characters or like a favorite playstyle? My favorite is follow-up attacks. I love that playstyle more than anything. My brother just started getting me into dots right before Acheron dropped.
Principles and using the name of harmony exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. Naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family. and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Oh, damn.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
Acheron's really fun to play. And Jingwan's really fun as
Why don't
well.
we find something soft?
Good
Can we
choices.
get a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? Then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing. It didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds. They should be flying free in the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on
RNG's really hard on
so,
relics.
to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly? They find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live. No matter what.
You playing any other mobile games, Cooper? Like solo leveling? You gonna be playing Wuthering Waves?
Answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah. But, Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up. Huh? Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware
Project
of my
Sekai,
plan.
but
See
stop
through
playing
my
it
act.
nowadays.
Time is running out. So let's
I
drop
just
the
picked
charade.
up solo leveling, and
suggesting we cooperate.
that's been fun. I played Punishing Grey Raven a lot.
makes you
AFK
think I'd
Journey, me and my
cooperate
brothers
with
started
you?
playing that as free to play.
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find
Just
it hard
trying to buy
believe a
time
man
until
who's
Withering
full of
Waves comes
deception.
out.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you
I
should
want to play
trust
me
is
some Woowa.
the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh? What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak family head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
So Gallagher isn't evil.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Asdana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on the small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the Swarm.
Damn, that Swarm
Though
is
I had
nasty.
expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that It will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
Beanie hams.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. Siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. Inviting different factions, stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means? How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with the Stellarons. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air.
That's a good
Think
question.
Of the memory zone as the sea.
I love the fact that the internet
Creating
basically
land
broke when he
of
was like,
dreams
I'm
is like
13.
filling that wild ocean with
He's just
earth
like,
to
oh
make an island.
no.
To
That's it.
achieve
Throw them
this,
all in jail.
Without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. And at that moment, his rivals saw an opportunity.
It was great.
By the
The
time
moment
a
I saw that in
representative from the
2.1, I
Montour
went to go
Systems family
like
arrived
check it
at
out, and
Watchmaker's
apparently
call.
the internet just started
Stellaron had
blowing up
already
about
been
it. And
was
you'd see
seeping into the
pictures of
primordial
like Black
synesthesia
Swan and like panic sweat dripping
And
down
I
her face,
suppose
like
the
oh
family
no, because of what the
happened to possess
community
the
has done.
knowledge to seal the
Oh
Stellaron.
my gosh, it was great.
Not just that, they knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The the watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice.
Well, that's why he doesn't like that one drink.
That plagued humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers. Are you done talking?
Ooh, I'm loving the story so far. I can't wait to see how we get to that Stellaron.
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized.
I did that for like most of the starting part of the story until we got to Cacolia and her music dropped, and then I'm like, oh, I need to pay attention. This music hit different.
It is in fact Mr.
That boss fight was good, and then
Dream Master.
I mostly skipped Sky's story.
That was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
What is a Stellaron?
Correct.
It is a good question. It's kind of hard to describe.
When I was trying to track
like,
down the person
even knowing what a
sister,
Stellaron is, it's hard to describe because there's not too much definite knowledge on what it can or can't do.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me, and I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed, for the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master, And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
I gotta say 2.1 and 2.2 have been my favorite parts of the story so far.
And there's no reason.
Yeah.
Penacony has been really interesting.
From a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Also, Gallagher went, or not Gallagher, well, yeah, Gallagher went from like a mech character because I saw him, I'm like, I don't need a healer, to getting to meet him, and it's like, damn, I need this dude on my team. Same with Adventurine. I was like, oh, I don't like this guy, I don't like his attitude, I don't like anything like that. But then getting to, you know, hear his backstory, play him, and all that, I was like, oh, damn, this is actually a really fun follow-up unit. That and his follow-up, and I've been trying to get every follow-up unit that I can.
Come on, don't...
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if...
Honestly, I don't even think I could answer what a Stellaron is if somebody asked me to.
Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us.
It's a power-up. It's a Mega Man power-up. That's the way we're going to describe it, because every time we get one, we get a new transformation.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate.
Stellarons are power-ups,
Confronting the Dream
boys.
Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession. We must proceed with great caution.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right?
And the whole
May I
dreamscape
borrow it
stuff
for a
with like
moment?
the stretching hallways, the walking on walls. Oh man, the puzzles were so intricate and cool. They took me like a good minute to figure out, but they were really, really fun.
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care.
The only definite character that's
If
dead in
anything
Star
goes
Rail
wrong,
is
don't worry about me. Just
Yukong.
make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Or not Yukong,
Spoken
the
like a true hero. Even if the Dream
what was her
Master
name? The
is
Fox
innocent,
chick, the one that gives
family's
the attack
corruption was
buffs.
deep.
I'm having a
I
blank
won't
right
make
now.
the same.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is Legwork. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received a reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. Now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
I don't know much about my life story, but I do have extraordinary skills.
Well, it took me a hot minute to figure out some of them. I had to sit there and like rotate the map constantly, trying to figure out what pathways to go.
Your friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink. As for the
Easily
last,
spent probably 30 minutes to
he
an hour on
embarked,
some of them.
disembarked, and embarked again.
Yukon doesn't
Traveling
deserve
in
to
a
be
great
built.
circle,
Yeah, I don't think it was Yukon
ending
I
up
was
back
thinking.
where he started. On his
Although Yukon
deathbed,
is fun.
He told me to find the Astral Express.
I can hit
deliver an
100k
invitation to
using my
future
buddy's
Nameless.
Yukon. He has
left
her built
behind a
at,
special gift,
E6.
a true legacy. Come with me.
Let's see. There we go. Who was the one I was talking about? Multiple lineups. You can use preset lines to quickly locate the desired team. Oh, interesting. Ting Yun. She's the only confirmed, like, dead character. Got her neck snapped, and then that Harmony boss fight started.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train, but I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
Same. I love Ting Yun too. Ooh, cutscene. The cutscenes have gotten so good in this game.
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last Nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legwork, the Watchmaker.
Finally, we get to meet Mikhail. But yeah, I love Ting Yun too. She's one of my favorites. Her and Jingwan was like my first team. Her, Japard, Jingwan. I've mostly watched the cutscenes on mobile, and they haven't looked this good. Beneath the sea surface of the memory zone in the garden closest to the full moon in the water, an elderly man rests on his recliner. The Watchmaker, Mikhail Char Legwork, has passed into that endless, timeless dream where no sound could ever wake
Sure
him.
enough. The
Oh, I thought that was his
Watchmaker
gut.
is the third Nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble There's something that holds meaning only for the nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
Well, let's have a look.
Take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn to your gaze towards Watchmaker. Press your hand against the dream bubble, and the thick, vicious memoria converges under strain, then stretches outwards from your fingertips as if weaving a delicate web. A chill travels from your fingertips, carrying up with it a myriad of vibrant and intertwining memories. But this time you see nothing at all. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary, perhaps approaching in the wrong way, you think. Holding your breath and closing your eyes, with one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the thin, firmly coated. Yet, before you remains the abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending upon snow-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoing sword clashing. There is nothing, and nothing is there. Inaudibly, this is but an empty dream bubble.
Seriously? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism. Mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Wonder what Himiko's gonna go grab. Boot Hill!
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hang, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom. A new nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the
Food does
Nameless
sound
had a
good.
similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, The system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities.
How about you just wake up someone?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities
Belt,
before you can
belt,
contact our
belt,
companions.
belt. Zipper,
It
zipper,
seems
zipper.
so.
Earrings.
Fudge. Look.
See how many
Nothing
buttons.
personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can.
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Well, that's not smart.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
The Charmony Festival is about to start. I'm so excited!
Hey! You guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival.
Well, back in my homeworld, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party.
Oh, come on. The Charmony...
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things?
Relax.
Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of...
I don't get any fudging clues out of these two. Man, this voice actor wanted to say so bad.
Security for the hotel.
Hello. So, there's something
Here's
I
been
want
selling
to ask
rumors
about.
concerning
Do you
incidents.
think there's anything to be worried about?
What do you mean?
What?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop. Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves. Definitely not a good sign.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
Well, I'll be forked.
I'll be
We should
forked.
have lingered here too long. Let's go back to the express for now.
Not so fast.
Fucking.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correct...
Oh my
Are you
gosh.
suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See, the IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have more backup plans in the future...
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Oh no. Don't make me like Boot Hill. I don't need to pull for another character.
You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What?
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge so you can rest there while you wait.
See? Just like that.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Gosh, I can just... Bang! 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 Bang!
Locked and loaded.
3x9 smile. Okay, so that's his buff.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of his Donna's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Hey, you have a good night, Kupra.
Oh.
I'll be heading off to work here in a little while anyways, but thank you for hanging out and chatting. I really do appreciate it.
No way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
What should we do now?
No need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and he hasn't come yet. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Heenum Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
Wow, that's the most expensive one
Thank
on
you
the
very much,
list.
Cooper.
You
Appreciate
have a
it.
taste for the finer
I hope you have good pulls, and I hope you get your Robin early.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is...
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboon juice. It's refreshing and suits...
I wonder why Gallagher doesn't like Soul Glad.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system hour.
The situation is unclear. It's unusual for the followers.
Actually, as you know, the faction that follows the path of the hunt are
Alliance
some of the
Galaxy
most
Rangers
dangerous
is like
folks.
asking
Isn't
for
there
a
a
death
saying
wish.
among the Cien Show people that the rainbow set lets their luck's arrow do all the beating?
Talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out with that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family, unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case...
Maybe it's Sheepay the Harmony pulling the strings. We find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses, but Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Sheepay's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Sheepay. There's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, why would we even need Galaxy Rangers? It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavilli's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavilli's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path. It's more about...
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that that's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up.
You sure have a lot of cards.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. By the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important looking guests?
What's your...
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips.
Oh my gosh.
No need for that.
Wait. Are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that Asdonis White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? Asdonis White Oak?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdonis White Oak just,
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many... I'll be waiting for you on the Astral...
No mistake. That's her message to you.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express.
Aw, I wanted to play a bit of Boot Hill.
You're back? Two guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh.
2 guests?
Yeah, or 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the Memo Keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Heng. I've seen you in others' memories.
What's up,
And
boo?
as for
How you
Boot
doing?
Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Jeez.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Don Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
I spoke the old man gaze fixed on the distance amidst the fine drizzle of the black rain. Countless shadowy hands emerged from the tree, shrouded in ethereal mist, reaching out towards the sky.
Let me share. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean.
These ripples last longer than
Leaving
the fleeting
behind,
lifetimes
and
of
for
humans.
some,
And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark as a reflection of the waves.
Those shadows on the ocean.
Sin thirsters. The obsessions of the Pathstriders.
They emerge from the depths of
emerge
exile.
from the depths of IX.
Of IX.
Seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny. They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. They were once my dear companions. A group of Galaxy Rangers.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No.
No, I'm guiding towards transcendence.
A brutal war.
Crusade that shook the universe. The universe
crusade
witnessed the
that
fall of
shook
Zula, the Lord
the
of Ravager.
universe.
The That came at a price so heavy that only those
The,
who were
the
there still
unwavering
remembered.
determination of the hunt followers
Farmers persisted during
persists
death.
even in
Someone
death.
must guide these lost souls through their life beyond.
Someone
They
must
are heroes in
guide
time,
these
and they shouldn't be
lost
reduced to more
souls
than
to their
puppets of
life
nihility.
transformation.
As for me, I suffered too many losses on the battlefield to advance further, and that makes me
too
the most
many
fitting person to
losses.
carry out
But you
this
know,
task.
these sin thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
Does this seem? Will some tasks have to be done?
As
I
pointless
can
as
help
they
you.
seem.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility.
I see. Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer. What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to this world, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor out of laziness. I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worry.
Do you sincerely repent? Have you examined your soul? And are you willing to accept the process of atonement? Very well.
Oh, praise Shipe. And
next,
I wholeheartedly
rest assured, I have implored their presence.
Oh, great.
I see.
Oh my gosh, Sunday, you're so full of yourself.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners.
Oh, thank you.
Next,
Hey! Long time no see, Mr. Sun.
I have sought their...
Sure. Let's just get this over with.
I've sinned, please forgive me.
That's
I
it.
drink bottle soul
Nothing
glad.
more.
Do you...
My sins? You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power
So they're all
of
high and mighty, look down on
Oak
everyone.
land?
Nice.
I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave.
I've spent enough time. Oh, now I can go enter paradise. That's 90%.
You triple-faced soul. Who can judge the strong when they're... Who can vouch for the weak? Who can comfort the purest souls if the strong defending the weak is truly... Then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Brother? Brother? Brother, are you alright?
I'm fine.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival.
No need to worry about trouble.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy,
everything
even if the
dreaming.
negotiation does not go smoothly.
Embodiment of harmony.
I'll refuse to go on stage.
You know, Since
Dream
arriving in
Master
Penacony,
heard
we
had
haven't
five
had any
mentioned.
contact.
The Dream Master
I'm trying
rarely
to read as
grants
fast
an
as I can because
audience,
I want to get through this.
even for us.
I don't really care. Well, not that I don't care.
Let's hope we can reach a
Just,
consensus that's
I don't like
satisfactory.
filler.
It's about time.
Don't worry. I'll
Here, it's Mr. Sunday. Oh, Mr. Sun, if I just reached out my hand. Yeah, but it's no big deal. The Grand they told me not to sell everything I had. Just
Selling everything you had.
why? Can't you see?
Miserable.
Life
Nothing's
is
worth
better
living at all.
here at Pinnacle. No pain.
Damn.
Is this?
Yeah, most people in your Penacony
it's
are
nothing, sir.
miserable.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. See you around, Mr. Sunday. And
Dude's drunk off of Soul
What's
Lab.
up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do the man we ran into, even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a...
Why do you think...
You think that man is not actually living. But that's not quite accurate. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. Survival of no tragedies exist here.
Perhaps that man is...
Yes. See.
Oh my gosh. Just give me my Trailblazer. Ooh, that's pretty.
glad to meet you again. You're too I can't stand to be.
But if this...
Not at all.
Tired of
Every
having so
day
much
you get to
fun.
wear fancy clothes.
Paradise.
You know that only a few...
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate.
Penacony is so sad.
I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world.
No wonder why
I
Robin's
wish you
done.
a fantastic performance, Robin.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. And I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream.
Plays dreams with games,
One
that's
she's-
what I do.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't...
However...
No. In the paradise we yearn for.
Damn, Mahoyo's just calling out all their, like, all the people that play their games. Love it.
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking.
I can't wait to see what this old man says.
Oh, Robin. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always...
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you.
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind.
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive material. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't...
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have.
and I'm truly grateful for
Comfortable
that.
room, most advanced life
They
support
provided
devices
me
in the
with a
cosmos, and
comfortable
stellar
room.
team
My
of
physical body is
caregivers.
now in the dream pool,
Sustained by life
sustained by
support,
life
whole
support.
rational, there's no difference from one
To
other
me,
person.
use the true appearance. Huh?
So, you'll be...
He'll live and die in the
Just mean my
dreamscape
world
until
has
it
been
collapses by us taking that stellar on, because we're getting that Mega Man power up.
story.
That's precisely.
However...
There will be a way out.
There will be a way out. Come on, we gotta be so close to it.
Look what we have here. A love... Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you.
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me. Because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess...
That was a personal request.
The Harmony Fest, I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. Hanakoni, the land of the dreams.
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken?
Our paradise is none of your concern,
All right. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain? Well,
Sorta.
I've done my part. And now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance. And it'll be thrilling.
I heard a raven calling from a distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
Yeah, animal crackers.
He wanted to share a couple with you.
Oh.
Let's wait
Here, let's
here
open
for
this
the
up
Dream
for
Master
you.
to arrive.
Okay.
Is that what you
By the
want?
way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts. Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. The paradise in our Hanakoni is nothing more than a dream.
Thank you for the animal
It can't
cracker.
erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old
Give
man?
Daddy
we
a
met earlier?
cookie.
Without his
Yeah.
dream, he might have completely lost himself.
So sweet.
Hello, Goober.
That path may have been more ordinary and just Hanakoni
It's
granted.
funny because he knows to give the
Future
puppies
for humanity.
cookies.
Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony duck?
Yeah.
Well, shortly after you left,
I crashed death
it crashed.
This one thoughts for you.
I had surmised as much.
Good boy.
I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Thank
Flying
Told
the
you you
same
wanted to
goes for
share.
humans too.
You want to give Mama a cookie?
That's okay.
Let's take the Astral
Oh
Express
my
as an
goodness,
example.
you got a bunch of
The
them.
Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds,
Whoops.
gaining fame
Whoops.
across the universe.
Whoops.
However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then, I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then, let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal.
Maybe.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Alright, homie.
Since he's already
Go
carried
get
out
those
his last
snackies.
wish, my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have to terminate. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude? Staking everything on some nameless future. But you have the numbers. And in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouragement?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, And since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family security will be airtight, and if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
So, no one's gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
More HSR saves time for the master stroke. Oh my gosh, Chubs. Yeah, looks like we're not leaving this room for a minute.
What's that supposed to mean? So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Festivity Auditions, or something, and it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important. What's crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along, but now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. Looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunter's objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
Yeah.
We've already come this
What
far
you doing?
together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze.
You screamy butts.
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves.
Excuse me, you...
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview with us?
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky blanketed by...
Protect the beauty.
A knight's head is hardest...
People are pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make... Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory, Ideen Leah. My four friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Hello, everybody.
Don't you guys need... Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. Because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash move.
I'm Gallagher, baseballer. She's stage cheese.
Hello, everyone! Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly.
So it's a bunch of...
This place is buzzing.
That's right. This event is a miniature representation of cat time known as the era filled with boundless possibilities. Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Pennock once. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I miss those days. And the Watchmaker. Scorched Sand Hall is my homage to that time of boundless possibilities. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony. Now, is there anything you'd like to say before the competition officially begins?
You babble butts.
That's the
Hello, everyone! Next up, get...
trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits. That's Swift March 7th for you. How about you?
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
Safety first, everyone.
Waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to Chand. In the last stage, you will face off against a champion who has defended the title to this. Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now,
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. Factoring in efficiency and safety, splitting up into 2 groups is the best choice. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if the 2 of you paired up.
Fine by me. Let's do it. All right. I don't have a problem with that. Time's ticking.
We'll split into the assigned groups.
Okay. It just looked like he did.
Welcome to the in the School of Acting Challenge. You have now.
Click the button on the tracks to select and
the champion's crown awaits you on the stage. Welcome to the arena of action.
Competitors, there are a total of 3 stages up ahead, each with their own challenges. The enemies you will contend against, it's worth mentioning.
Time is of the essence.
Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky.
For the theater of the...
Sound lingers. Watch this.
Contestants, as Dream Chaser.
Existence is unity.
Answer me. 0 points.
Cool, we got gumball machines now.
Alright. It's on me. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Adjust. Free.
Watch your head.
Can you find the answer?
Answer me. 0 points.
Pretty simple. I just hope these tests don't take too long.
So I'm at 8. Not bad. It's gonna be 100. Okay, I got a good amount to go through and get. Alright, well, it's 4:30. I have to call stream here. No wonder why I couldn't pop it. I'm so excited to see what happens though. Let's see.
Congratulations on just as you're about. Why? Because.
Isn't this just
Safeguard.
Isn't this just product placement?
All will be swept away by the wind.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Free.
Enjoying yourself? Can you find the answer?
Existence is unity.
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Alright.
0 points. Adjust.
100,000. Let's go. 100,000 again. Let's go.
Watch your head.
Feeling spiffy?
Answer me. 0 points. The world kisses.
That voice sounded familiar. sound like a familiar voice actor like Nappa.
Congratulate! No matter how...
None will take my soul glide away from me. I will use the transmutation arcanum to turn into a dinosaur! Oh, dinosaur! Devour my enemies! Ah! Grab a bottle of soul glad and make your dreams a blast! Ah!
I love that one.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Ooh. It doesn't crit, it feels bad.
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Stay away.
Oh. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
0 points.
Damn, he's just not critting.
Answer me.
Watch your head.
Feeling spiffy?
A test. 0 points. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
The body withers, but the soul glad name shall not. Ah! You truly are a beast.
That should do it. Okay. Isn't this fight?
Transforming into a dinosaur isn't imaginative enough for you? After an extent in the years that followed. Ah, well done!
Looks like we won. Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
What the hell?
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
Congrats to look at the
That red-haired...
You'll find out if you have the option to now.
Alright, well, I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you all for tuning in and chatting. You've been amazing. I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.